Hey guys, what is up? We're back with another week of Call of the Night. Now, also I did make a post about a day or two ago of my schedule, so I'm getting slowly back on track, and that means also weekly schedules are going to be put up during the week. I did put the weekly schedule up on Wednesday, so for this week. And also there is another new show of the season that I'm going to do, so do check on my community post of what that show is, because I have a few videos after this to upload. And also I'm getting back to Ragnar Crimson, but you can only watch that available on my Patreon. If you're already a member, free, paid, whatever, you can watch it on there. But nonetheless, for Call of the Night, right, we had this new vampire by the name of Kiku, who, might I add, and I've been saying it in the comments and I said it in the last video in episode 2, I'm not feeling her. Okay, Mahiru is following the same path as Ko, but I'm feeling like he's being deluded by Kiku's charms, because she's the only vampire that we know of that has 50 plus offspring. And the reason I said 50 plus, because Mahiru is going to be another one on top of the 50, possibly. And that's only if he goes through with it, right? Or Ko stops him and makes him see reason, because we know the reason why Ko wants to become a vampire. But Mahiru, when you compare to last season to now, my boy's getting charmed, and he's getting charmed by the wrong one. And then on top of that, we had Anko make her reappearance, and we know by the opening it's really going to start going down this season. So without further ado, let's get into Call of the Night season 2 episode 3. Oh, things are clicking. Okay, boy, you better run. How's she that fast? How's she that fast? She took his original glasses. She even shocked the vampires on how fast she is. What? What? You? Bro, but you just stabbed him up. First off, what you know, what you, oh my God. Because she sensed when he was in trouble. He feels triggered by it. What did she do to the glasses? Oh, oh, okay. Lore drop, lore drop. Oh, okay. Lore drop. Got to keep that in mind. So, hey, this is relating to Gaicha Akuta, bro. I'm sorry, bro. The more attachment, the more you care about it. Okay, okay. Like literally, it's the same thing. Like there's an attachment. Like if you know the characters Gaicha Akusa, I know they're completely two different series. Like, mm, oh, somebody do a crossover. I'm sorry, somebody do a crossover right now. She's mad. Could never become a yeah. Did I say die? I'm wrong. Nah, no, it's not you. You and what's her name? Have serious beef, bro. Based on that opening. Mm. No, she remembers. She's just not letting y'all know. Look at that look in her eyes. Like that she remembers something. I feel like Nazwa is lying. Like she does remember something. Like that opening tells me something. It does make me wonder who turned Nazuna, if she can remember. No, no, don't break your vital. Don't break his jinky. Don't do it. Well, I guess that's saying goodbye to his humanity then. That's practically goodbye to his humanity in a way. Breaking in you had to break your jinky, bro. Dang. Who's Scarborough? Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot she's been that old for a little bit. Oh yeah, because she did turn when she was a high schooler. I feel like Nazna is hiding something. Huh? You see, my boy Cole, you right. Like women that's 40 is a normal age, reasonable age. So she can only recall up to 30 years prior to the storyline. I forgot she could phase. Something's triggering her. Look at her in the background. I'ma slap her. Oh, someone said. Something said. I'm just not realizing you carrying her all over the place unless she's light because she's a vampire. She's making herself light. Was she in the first season? I believe so, yeah. She knows something. She knows something. She ain't saying nothing. She knows something. Right. Ain't nobody in the hospital. Lights ain't on or nothing. Girl, you lying, bruh. Okay. I can't help. It can't be no coincidence. Like, okay, probably Nazna does not remember her past, but there is this small inkling that I have deep in my soul that there is one thing she remembers. One thing, right? Everything else, obviously, because she's been a vampire, so she creates more memories as a vampire as opposed to being a human. And as Siri stated, um, it's basically once you become a vampire, you're forming a new identity, right? Because everything about a vampire is vastly different from a human. Physiologically, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the words, to even physically, emotionally, mentally wise. Like, there are going to be parts of you from your human side that's going to carry over, but you can be safe to assume that you're now an entirely new individual due to your new nature, which is no longer human. You know, it's an outwardly creature. And I'm surprised. Like, I know I kept saying Gaicha Kuta, but it's very similar in the sense of what they're talking about. That, like, when you become a vampire, there had to be at least something that you were very attached to when you were still a human. And because of that attachment to that item that linked you back to your humanity, that is your form of greatest weakness. And I'm sorry, but like, if you watch Gaita Akuta, or they get more into that, they tell you more of that the more you watch. But in the manga, obviously it delved more because there is more chapters and it came out first before the anime. But that's the whole point of jinkies or vital instruments, hence why they are able to. But there's a whole power system to that. But it's similar in that. And if it's a weakness here, who's to say it's not a weakness in Gaicha Akuta? That's the only similarities. But if you guys want to do a crossover between Call of the Night and Gaicha Akuta, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'll read it. I'll read your fan fictions. Yeah, I'm someone that reads fan fictions, bro. Like, I've been reading since I was like 11. Okay, I've been reading for forever, right? But that's besides the point. With Anko now the loose threads are threatening, right? Because as soon as the episode began, we saw her when she was a teenager, and obviously she's kneeling over a dead body, right? But she also showed in the opening as a teenager speaking to Nazuna. I think this whole thing about going after vampires was because of Nazuna. And then we had with what's her name in the end of the episode, I forgot her name real quick. She knows something. She was there. Not only that, she was in the opening, and I'm thinking her going over one of the other nurses' bodies in a very sensual manner and everything was Nazna. Pieces are coming together. She may have been Nazna's first love. She may have been. Because no way she's trying to hide. Because one, you're in a hospital where nobody is in. Hospitals run 24/7. They don't shut down unless for very rigorous reasons, right? Like, it has to be really serious for a hospital to shut down and lights are out and there's no patients and workers, because hospitals run 24/7. And you mean to tell me you're in this hospital as a nurse operating on what? And then you have this ID card that's associated with this hospital from 30 years ago. The minute she saw it, you knew it, something clicked and it triggered her. It's either Nazna was a patient there and what's her name had a relationship with Nazna, right? But at the same time, many years ago, when Anko was a student, Nazna was related to her in some shape or way. And something is telling me she witnessed Nazna take out that man in a very vicious way. Or she saw something happen. And it ties back to Nazna. And whatever it was, it caused Nazna to have a almost completely blank slated memory bank, okay? These three and Nazna is probably the reason why Anko is walking the path that she's walking today. She's the biggest reason. Because the opening is like the biggest spoiler to anime onlys myself, without really spoiling a lot, like being overly detailed. Because this episode is now bringing pieces together, and of course this is going to be only 12 episodes, so we only got like 9 more episodes to go. I didn't think Anko was gonna go start just jabbing like that. Like, I know they vampires don't die by regular methods like humans do, but the fact that she moves so fast in between 2 vampires, mind you, and just started like, oh, here you go, here's your glasses from when you're a human. Yanked it off her. She purposely was wearing his glasses, took it off, put it back on him, right? She here you go, and then yeah, Nazna, you got some. You better get back your memories and fix all of this. You better get back your memories and fix all of this. And what's her name? The one that's pretending to be a nurse. She knows something too. She knows something too. And this is why Anko's probably in the position that she's in. And now we got all the other vampires trying to find their jinkies. They running to go find their jinkies. Like, bro, we not letting her. They running to find their jinkies right now. They're vital instruments, bro. Oh my god. But okay, if you guys watch this episode, if you're a manga reader, of course, no spoilers. Just only talk about the chapter it adapted from, chapter or chapters it adapted from, nothing further in that. But do tell me how you felt about this week's episode of Call of the Night season 2 episode 3. What were some differences, similarities, things that were expanded on, so on so forth. If you're anime only, do tell me how you felt about this week's episode and what were you able to tie in and notice. If it's anything that I didn't mention, do drop it in the comment section below. The links are in the description box, so you guys go check it out. And I'm Kimmy-chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.